have no words for what the fuck we just saw. No words whatsoever. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm going to be giving you guys the results from Fastlane. And what a Fastlane. I thought that, I'm going to be honest, this year's Fastlane was unlike anything we had ever seen. Literally, it was unlike anything we had ever seen before. And the night kicks off with the kickoff show. Riddle accepted the challenge, and for a rematch against Mustafa Ali for the United States Championship, and Riddle hit Ali with a bro Derek from the second rope to retain the title. But the thing is, and what I find funny about Mustafa Ali is the fact that he keeps blaming the rest of Retribution for his failure, but we all know he's the one to blame. He's the one that was in the match. Not Reckoning, not Slapjack, not Mace, not T-Bar. Mustafa Ali was in that match, and he blames the rest of Retribution for his failure. That being said, Reckoning and Slapjack walked out on Ali. Both Mace and T-Bar hit Mustafa Ali with a double choke bomb that they call high justice. And even they walked out. So the big question is Retribution done? Guess we'll find out tomorrow night. Next up, we have the women's tag team titles defended. Jackson Baszler versus Banks and Belair. Obviously with Reginald in the corner of Jackson Baszler, and I might have mentioned it in my prediction video, I think on Thursday, but I mentioned that Reginald was going to get involved. Excuse me. And look what happened. Reginald got involved. So because of Reginald, Jackson Baszler retained the women's tag team titles with a roll-up victory. And then after the match, both Banks and Belair were just bickering at each other. Banks slapped Bianca Belair, calling her, saying that she's the rookie and whatnot. And then Bianca looked at the WrestleMania sign and realized, no more roadblocks. WrestleMania is on the horizon. We're literally like 20 days away from WrestleMania. 20 days away, and now, obviously, too, WrestleMania, from WrestleMania week moving forward, I believe all the live pay-per-views will be on Peacock, which I'm going to be doing something, in which I might do something on the channel involving Peacock on Tuesday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I might do it. I don't know, but yeah, and it's available on all streaming devices except for Amazon Fire Stick, which, Peacock, if you're watching this, get it on the Fire Stick. Because, yeah. Anyway, next up we have Big E versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. And it's interesting because this match ended in high controversy. Because Apollo Crews had rolled up Big E, and we thought that Apollo was going to be the new Intercontinental Champion, but Apollo was going to roll up Big E to become the new IC Champion, but Big E shifted his weight a little bit and rolled up Apollo Crews to retain the title, but then after the match, Apollo Crews attacked Big E, hitting him with not one, not two, but 3 Olympic slams, and then just toppling on top of, just stood atop of Big E and walked out. I think it's pretty safe to say that Apollo Crews is right. This rivalry is far from done. Far from done. Maybe we might see a match between them at WrestleMania. Who knows? Who knows? But next up, we have originally it was supposed to have been Shane. It was supposed to have been Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman, but because that Shane McMahon had injured himself during training earlier in the day, it ended up being Braun Strowman versus Elias because, well, Elias wanted to perform at WrestleMania like he did a couple of years ago. But Shane was like, you know what? You're gonna take my place, and even that did not stop Braun Strowman from hitting Elias with a running power slam to pick up a victory. And I think it's pretty safe to say that that Braun Strowman is going to be gunning for Shane McMahon whether he is injured or not. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And it's interesting because the last time these two met one-on-one, it was actually back in 2018, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth Rollins was the Intercontinental Champion at the time. Shinsuke Nakamura was the United States Champion. Crazy enough. But I find it interesting because that was back at Survivor Series in 2018. Back in 2018. Crazy enough. And the end result, if you compare the end result from Survivor Series that night in 2018 to now, the end result was the same. Seth Rollins defeated Shinsuke Nakamura with a stomp. And, yeah, I think now Seth Rollins is putting his focus back on Cesaro. So that begs the question, when will Cesaro come back? Odds are he may end up coming back this Friday on SmackDown. Who knows? Who knows? But next up we have Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. No holds barred. This was an incredible matchup. This was non-stop action. Literally, like, just pure non-stop action. Drew McIntyre threw Sheamus on top, from the top of the Thunderdome, one of the panels, through the LED boards that gives the WWE universe the viewing experience of being at a venue. Sparks flew all over the place. It was all over the Thunderdome, all over the place. But in the end, Drew McIntyre hit Sheamus with a Claymore to pick up the victory that he needed to put the nail in that coffin. And now he moves on to WrestleMania, where he will challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. This is actually the first time in, 13 years, I believe, that Lashley is going into WrestleMania as a world champion. If you guys remember, he walked into WrestleMania 23 in Detroit as the ECW World Champion. So this is big news. This is big for someone like Bobby Lashley. But next up we have Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. Yeah. There was no interaction between the two. Alexa Bliss was playing mind games with Randy Orton like always. Starting with Randy Orton's entrance when he does his pose, which... yeah, he does that. I know I probably butchered it, so I do apologize for that. There was some black ink that came, some sort of black substance that came out of the mouth of Randy Orton. Alexa Bliss comes in, the bell rings. Orton is charging towards Alexa Bliss. Fire comes up from the ring, and then Alexa Bliss hits Orton with a fireball, but he swatted it out of the way. They're both out of the ring, and right on the background of the ring, they literally, a support beam fell right onto the floor, and just when you thought things could not have gotten any worse, The Fiend shows up, and I actually have, and I actually took a snapshot of what The Fiend looks like now. If you guys didn't watch Fastlane, either on the WWE Network or Peacock, you're in for one interesting scare. Because this was from Instagram. That right there is what The Fiend looks like now. I was absolutely mortified just by seeing that. And Alexa Bliss pushed Randy Orton into The Fiend, and The Fiend hit Orton with Sister Abigail. Alexa Bliss was sitting on top of Randy Orton and pinned Randy Orton. So Alexa Bliss picked up a victory over the Viper. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what the hell, but I had a feeling this was going to happen because I think I mentioned this in my prediction video on Thursday that The Fiend could very may well come back. What'd I say? I said The Fiend was coming back, right? Boom. Boom. But now we move on to the Universal Championship between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan with the Rated R Superstar Edge as the special guest enforcer. And what's interesting about this is what happens in the match. The last few minutes of the match, the first several minutes of the match, it was great. Pure wrestling from Daniel Bryan, playing mind games with Reigns, but the last few minutes will shock you because Daniel Bryan hit the referee with a running knee by accident, which gives Edge full authority as referee. And Daniel Bryan had applied the yes lock on Roman Reigns multiple times. And when Daniel Bryan accidentally hit Edge with the chair, Daniel Bryan, made Roman Reigns tap. Yes, Roman Reigns tapped out for the first time in his career. Absolutely crazy. But we also had a little bit of assistance from Jey Uso, because Jey Uso attacked Daniel Bryan and Edge, and a new referee came in. Or actually, rather, Edge hit Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns both with a chair, walked out, a new referee comes in, and Roman Reigns pins Daniel Bryan. So now it is official. It'll be Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Edge at WrestleMania. Honestly, that is a match I've been wanting for a long time, given the fact that Edge uses the spear as his finishing move. Roman Reigns uses the spear as his finishing move. So it's a battle to see who has the better spear. And I'll be talking about that come WrestleMania week, because my big announcement is that on the week of WrestleMania, there will not be any Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I'm telling you right now, there will be no Yu-Gi-Oh videos whatsoever. It will all be WWE videos. I'm talking on Monday. I will not be doing on that Monday and that Friday. I will not be doing. Will I? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I'll figure it out. But I know that Monday I'm going to be doing a prediction video for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Tuesday I'll be doing a review video on the Hall of Fame ceremony. Wednesday I'll be doing a prediction video for WrestleMania. Thursday I'll be doing the results from NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Friday I might do Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. I might do that. I'm not entirely sure. But Sunday I will be doing the result video for WrestleMania on both nights like I did last year. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Honestly, this card was absolutely stacked. I mean, we had what, 4 titles defended? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 titles defended, and all the champions retained their titles. And honestly, I thought we were gonna get ourselves a new Universal Champion, but that was not the case. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Question of the day: what were you guys' thoughts on Fastlane tonight? And what match are you looking forward to seeing the most at WrestleMania? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more result videos for pay-per-views and takeovers. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be down in the description. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, my address will also be in the description as well. And on that, we are on the road to WrestleMania, guys. So this is going to be one hell of a ride. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.